that is saying he put in a lot of effort into revising or studying, but he failed the exam. Another way is he revised or studied. You can have either option. He studied a lot for the exam, but he failed. Another way of saying it, he revised a lot for the exam, but he failed, or he studied a lot for the exam, but he failed.
So we can
That's
use
unfortunate.
despite and in spite as well in order to rephrase such sentence.
Yeah. So you could say you could reverse it. You could say despite despite revising a lot for the exam, he still, you can say still or not, I'm going to put it in brackets, failed it. So despite revising or studying a lot for the exam, he still failed it, or he failed it. Still is more emphasis. Okay.
Still is more emphasis, yeah.
Yeah, or you could say in spite of revising, etc. I won't write a whole lot, etc., etc. In spite of revising or studying a lot for the exam, he still failed it, or he failed it.
And if we will say it, although he worked hard, though and although, the use of although, right?
You can say although as well, or another word is to use efforts in that. So despite his great efforts, he still failed the exam. So many ways of saying it. So if you want to use the word efforts, which is to try a lot, you can say despite his great efforts, or despite his efforts, because great is an emphasis, he still failed the exam. Although he studied a lot for the exam, he still failed. This poor guy, he's worked very hard. He's not got a good result. Is this a make-believe scenario, or is it true?
Because sometimes in practical some sentences and situations we need to rephrase in different ways in the end. We need to write some words on a particular topic, and we need to speak as well. So in order to rephrase in different ways, I think it could add some value for the student in order to have the good scores.
Yeah,
that is what I'm
and
trying
also,
to learning as well. I'm trying to learn as well.
I tell you why it's useful to practice rephrasing is in the workplace, especially if you're giving reviews, written reviews of employees, it can get boring if you say the same thing over and over again. It's just like a factory. Yeah. So it's useful to rephrase it slightly differently. The first one that I put is he is a conscientious student, but he failed the exam. That's more general because it's talking about him generally being conscientious and hardworking, but he still failed a specific exam. But your initial question is more specific. He specifically worked hard for that specific exam, but he still failed it.
Yeah, specific. He specifically worked hard for the exam.
Do you have another example that you want me to help you rephrase?
I need to think more.
Okay, take your time. Oh, you're frozen. Are you still there? Have I lost you? Still there?
Yeah, we will lost our time because it is difficult to think in the short time. Na?
Okay, so I'm just thinking, let's have a quick conversation about something, because we were talking about the difference between conscious, conscience, and conscientious. So I think you know what conscious is, no problem. You know what conscientious is because we've done it in your rephrasing example multiple times. Let's do conscience. Okay, so let's talk about
I want to talk about for one topic. If someone will ask me any question or related with any topic, so how I can answer against that topic which I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw a topic at you now. Okay, in the last 5 or 6 minutes, I'm gonna throw a topic at you now to do with conscience, and is a very open-ended topic, and there is no right or wrong answer. And I just want to see how you respond, okay? So the topic is honesty. So this is going to be related to conscience, so morality, okay? So the question is it ever acceptable to lie? Is it ever okay to lie? I don't want you to give me just a yes or no answer. I want you to give me yes or no and expand and explain why.
Yeah, is it ever acceptable to lie? This is the first time someone is asking such sort of question to me, that either someone should lie or not. So there are different aspects. Sometimes, firstly, it is not good or it is not acceptable to lie someone.
To someone.
But in certain cases, to lie someone. In certain cases, for the goodwill of someone, if someone could lie and could save someone's job, or for goodwill of another guy, if it is required to speak lie, then obviously we should go for that option.
So you're basically saying where there is a good intention or a goodwill.
Yeah, where there is a, exactly. It is a goodwill or good intention. Yeah, exactly. And if our intention is wrong, and we are trying to lie, and we are speaking lie, and we're trying to cheat someone, that it is not good. That is what I believe. So it's not good to lie anyone.
Don't forget your article there. So it is not good to lie to anyone. So don't forget the article there, okay? Little word. It is not good to lie to anyone, rather than it is not good lie. I forgot what you said.
It is not good to lie, na? To lie to anyone.
Exactly. Also, what about dilemma situations? I generally like being honest because I get hurt if people lie to me. So I think, why should I lie to them? But what about in a dilemma situation? Do you know what a dilemma means?
No, dilemma means
okay.
I don't know. What does it mean?
A dilemma is when you're caught in a difficult situation, and whichever option you take, it's unpleasant or negative. Okay, for example, God forbid this happens. Imagine you have a very elderly relative who's not well. Okay, say a great-grandmother or whoever. She's in hospital, practically living in hospital, and the doctor says, okay, she's not well, but we probably give her about 6 months to live. Okay? In the meantime, you are going to work every day. You have your own stress, big stresses at work, big financial stresses, maybe even relationship or family issues, your own health issues. But every day after work, you are going straight to the hospital to see your great-grandmother, and you and her are very close, okay? And she sees that you're really stressed, you're tired, she knows something's wrong, and she says to you, I know you very well, what is wrong? You look very stressed, okay? Your dilemma here is, your difficult situation here is, do I tell her the truth and then make her really stressed and unhappy for the rest of her life? Or do I lie to her or tell her a half-truth and say maybe, no, nothing's wrong? Or, yeah, I'm a bit stressed at work, but it's manageable, no problem. And then you make her quite happy and peaceful to live out the rest of her life in peace and relative happiness. What do? Option A, you tell her the truth and you upset her and stress her out for her remaining 6 months. Or option B, you tell her a lie or a half lie to make her happy. Which do you do?
I will take the option B. I will go for the half lie, because she is already stressed and she is already not feeling well. So if I will add a lot of things that which could add more tense for in his life.
In her life,
so I will not. Yeah, in her life, I will not go for that. Yeah,
Me
I will
too.
not go for that. Obviously, I will go for option B, and I will try that. No, it's manageable. These things are not so difficult. This is practical life. So things, sometimes if there is bad time, we'll get the good time as well, and the situation would never be constant. It will keep on changing. So it doesn't mean right now or nowadays we are having some hard time. We will get the good time as well.
You can see. Did you know the phrase? Every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining is a very famous English idiom. It's a phrase or expression that isn't often literal, so it's confusing to non-native English speakers. But this means every cloud has a silver lining means The cloud is the negative part and the silver lining is the positive part, meaning every difficult situation, doesn't matter what it is, has a positive aspect that gives you some hope. Okay? So that's what we call an idiom. I mean, there are hundreds in English. I just want to check, do you know the phrase white lie? White lie.
No.
A white lie is an innocent small lie. For example, someone at work gets a new haircut and they say to you, do you like my new haircut? Or clothes, or it doesn't matter what it is. And in your head, you're like, oh my God, it's awful, or I really don't like it. You don't want to upset them, or you can't be bothered to tell the truth. So you tell them a little white lie. You say, yeah, sure, I like your haircut. It looks great. That's what we call a white lie.
This is white lie. Yeah, innocent lie.
Innocent lie. Do you have...
to make someone happy.
Yeah,
to make someone happy and to...
Yeah. So do you have some, before we go, do you have a similar thing for white lie in your native language?
No. This is first time you told me this word, white lie, small or innocent lie.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, our time has gone very quickly. It's been a very productive session. Very pleased to meet you. Okay.
Really.
You take care and stay safe. Okay, stay safe. You take care.
Sure.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.